All right, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Up and Moving. My name is Ali Gruber. I'm a kin student at Lake Superior State University. The goal of Up and Moving is to provide at-home live and recorded workouts for the Upper Peninsula to keep communities active during the pandemic and beyond. Today's workout is going to consist of some aerobic, high energy aerobic exercises, and some more fundamental slower balance exercises. You'll just need yourself, a mat, have a water nearby, and a chair for any modifications. All right, so let's get to it. We're gonna start with a 5-minute warm-up. I'll just talk you guys through it. And then once we begin our circuits, I'll talk you guys through each exercise and then we'll get going. All right, so first we're gonna do air squats for 30 seconds. So just here. Make sure you have a nice wide stance. Stay balanced, try not to lean forward. Try not to lean forward too much. Keep your chest high. Just warming up full body here, all right? Just about 5 more seconds, then we're gonna go into knee pulls. Right, now knee to chest. Really warming up these legs, we'll use them a lot this workout. All right, about 5 more seconds, then we're gonna switch to butt pulls, butt kicks. Okay. Stretching out those quads. It's about 10 more seconds of these. And we're gonna go back into our highly requested zombie walks. Your toes, but while also keeping a sturdy torso. We don't want to try and lean too far back. Control as possible. Just about 10 more seconds of this. Then we're going to pair it with forward fold toe touches. Now we're going to go down, alternate. This is also a very good test for balance. This is a little too difficult. You can keep your 2 feet on the ground, come up. But like to say, challenge yourself today. Seconds. Right now we're gonna go into forward lunges with a twist. Get a good twist in your core. Back up. Here. Your balance. We're gonna full body here. Okay, just a couple more seconds. Then we're gonna go backward lunge with an overhead reach. Okay, so send that leg back. Hands up to the sky. And back up. On the other side. Really feel that pull on your hip flexor. Loose. Whoop. Balance. All right, now we're going to speed it up a little bit with some high knees. Sometimes it helps to have your feet out or to have your hands out so you have something for your knees to get to. It's 30 seconds. Here we go. Five more seconds. All right, we're going to keep it intense. We're going to go to butt kicks. Getting that heart rate up today. About 10 more seconds. Here we go. All right, last one, keeping it intense. Here we go. Raising that heart rate, jumping jacks. Make sure to keep your breath steady. I got my lights. It's 10 more seconds. Whew. Good job, you guys. All right, I'm gonna explain. Oh, I'm out of breath. I'm gonna explain our next circuit. Feel free to grab water. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 5 exercises, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off, 3 rounds with a 30-second rest between each round. All right, just gonna grab some water. Okay, so our first exercise is 4 square hops. All right, so just gonna visualize, we have a 4 square box here. If you want, you can set up maybe some objects to give yourself more visual, but hands on your hips. We're just gonna hop forward to the side, back, back, and then we're gonna reverse it. We're gonna go here, 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 here. So it's gonna look something like this. Okay, we're gonna do that for 45 seconds. If that's too hard, remember you can always step. Make sure both feet touch the ground in each box. Next exercise is skater jumps. All right, you're gonna start here. You're gonna push off of that outside foot and back. We're gonna do that. If that's too difficult, you can shorten up the jump or you can step and touch, okay? Fourth exercise is lateral shuffles. All right, so we're here, shoulder width apart, drop in, shuffle, 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 shuffle. 2 shuffles, 3 shuffles each way, and then back. Remember, take it slow. We want to focus on form. All right, and then our last exercise is a plank jack. Over here. Nice flat back. And in, out. If that's too difficult, you can just do toe taps. But try to challenge yourself today. And let's get started. All right, so first exercise is our 4 square hops.
Get ready.
All right, ready? Go.
Exercise.
Remember, keep your hands on your hips. Focus on getting both feet there. And if this is too difficult, remember you can always step. You can always step. It's important that both feet make it into every box. If you are stepping, really try and speed those feet up. Go as fast as you can and push yourself. And if possible, try not to look down at your feet. All right, about 5 more seconds.
Rest.
Perfect. All right, next we have skater jumps. All right, so remember we're here and here. Okay, about 5 seconds.
Exercise.
Really try and keep that chest lifted while you do these. If you need, you can place your foot back here. But again, I urge you to challenge yourself, try to keep your balance, as it's only gonna make you better. Otherwise, you can always step and do it. Whatever you guys feel comfortable with. Or if you still wanna add that hop, remember, you can do shorter distance. All right, so we got about 10 seconds left of this exercise. Keep pushing yourself. All right, rest. Next up, we have the lateral shuffles, okay? Remember, slow and controlled. Make sure that butts drop down. Hips are engaged. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. If you want to make this more intense, you can drop into a burpee. Or if this still feels too strenuous, you can take it a lot slower. Really slow it down, focus on your form, and then just simply do a little squat at the end. Whatever you're doing, make sure you're doing it hard. Five more seconds. Rest. Woo. All right. Next, we have our fourth and final exercise. We've got plank jacks. All right, remember, nice flat back. Feet go in, feet go out at the same time. If that's too difficult, remember, you just tap your toes. Really focus on pushing up through your shoulders. Try not to sag down. Keep that neutral spine. And tap. Right. About 5 seconds. All right. One last exercise, actually. We have curtsy lunges as our fifth exercise. So with the curtsy lunge, drop down, drop that knee behind you, and back up. Down, knee behind. If this is too difficult, you can start with the side lunge. Come back up, each way, right? So different angle, going diagonal, and dropping. Remember, as we're doing these workouts. All right, and that was the end of round 1. Remember, as we were doing these workouts, really trying to focus on your breath, and just that will take away a lot of stress from the workout itself. Recovery time, grab your water, and then we're going to go through that again. We got about 10 seconds left, right? And we are starting with the 4 square hops. Hands at your waist. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Remember, try not to look down as we do this. And if it is too difficult, remember, you can always step. But the key is that do not look down at your feet. Keep that chin lifted and those feet quick. Okay, got about 10 more seconds. Right, and rest. Good job. Next, we have skater jumps, I believe. All right, remember, that outside foot, landing, opposite hand, opposite toe. Try and keep that opposite foot off the ground. Remember, you can always take a smaller hop if needed, or simply step into the move, whatever works for you. Got about 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Awesome job, you guys. Next, we have lateral shuffles. All right, here we go. Drop that butt. 2, 3. Also, if you want to make it a little more intense, but you're not sure if you can add a burpee, you can always be here and add 2 squat pulses. Back, 2 squat pulses. Back, 2 squat pulses. About 10 more seconds. And rest. All right, next we have the plank jacks, and then we are almost done with the second set. All right, here we go. If the plank jacks are too difficult and the toe taps are too difficult, you can do a plank on your knees. Make sure you're still pushing up through your shoulders, still feeling that core engaged. Or if just the movement is too much, you can do a regular, just standard plank, but you're up for the challenge. Really keep that core engaged and a nice flat back, neutral spine. Almost done. Awesome, you guys. Right, last exercise of round 2, we have curtsy lunges. Right? So, if needed, you can grab your chair for this exercise. You can simply have it out in front of you, just for an added bit of balance. If you really want to try and nail this curtsy lunge. If you don't need it, but still feel like you need a little balance, you put your hands out straight in front of you. Remember, we can also do lateral lunges if that's what you feel more comfortable with. But I urge you to try the modification with the chair. This is a really great movement. About 5 more seconds. All right, guys, that is done with round 2. Only one more round left. Use this time, getting your breath back, grab some water, and we'll get to it. Whew. All right, last round. Really push yourselves. This round, if you haven't tried any of the more intense versions, try them just a couple seconds. Really give it your all this last round, all right? Here we go. We're starting with 4 square hop. Exercise. And start. There you go, guys. Keep working. Last time you got to do this. Remember, eyes up, eyes up. If you are stepping, make sure that you're quickening up your feet and pushing yourself. Here we go, 10 seconds. Give it your all. And done. Good job, you guys. All done with those. Next, we're gonna go into our skater jumps. About 5 seconds. Jump into it. If you're stepping before, try a little hop. If you've always been hop back and forth, really try and cover that distance. Keep that other foot, the non-weight bearing foot, in the air. Here you go, guys. Last time through, last round. Then we get to slow it down with some balance. 10 seconds. Here we go. 5. All right. Awesome work, guys. Next, we have lateral shuffles, okay? Maybe this time I'm gonna try to pick up the pace a little bit. If you've already been going fast, let's make it faster. Remember, focus on keeping those hips low, engaged. You really want to focus on form here. Got about 15 seconds. There you go, give it your all. Whew. All right, only 2 more exercises left in this circuit. Next, going into the plank jacks. Exercise. Remember, nice flat back, and in and out. Really try and keep our shoulders above our hands. So we're not too far forward, but we're not too far back. Remember, we can always do the toe taps. And if there's also too difficult, we can drop to our knees. Do a plank that way. 5 seconds. Awesome. Whew, thank goodness we're done with those. All right, next, last exercise, we have curtsy lunges, all right? Whew, last one, guys, here we go. Exercise. Hands out front, dropping that knee behind diagonally, and back up. So our knees not going too far forward. We're keeping a nice, sturdy balance as we drop that opposite leg. That chest high. I find it helps if I find a point on the wall to focus on. And it helps me balance. Got about 5 seconds left, then we're done, you guys. Rest. Whew, all done. Awesome work. All right, grab some water. Pat yourself on the back. That was a tough one. Recovery. All right. Now we're gonna slow it down a little bit. We're gonna do some more balance, like we did last week. So what we got planned here for balance is we're gonna do about 3 exercises, a minute each. We're gonna do right and left sides. So that's gonna count for 2 minutes. So it'll just be about 5 minutes. And then we'll cool you guys down and get you out of here. So the first balance exercise is a side leg lift, essentially. So I'm just gonna get my timer set up and then I'll get to showing you guys. All right, so we have a side leg lift. We have a single leg squat. This is where a chair would benefit or something else to sturdy you. And then we have a toe stand hold, which is essentially a calf raise. All right, so let's get into it. So we have, I'll explain them first, and then we'll get into it. So we have the single leg, side leg lift. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to hands on our hips and reach out. Make sure that this foot that's lifting, it's not, try to have it not touch the floor. If it's beneficial, have a chair, use this for balance. You can move. All right, so we're just gonna do that for another minute on the right side, and then we're gonna switch to the left side. At about 10 more seconds. It's always important during these balance exercises to keep your core engaged. Right, now we're gonna switch. We're gonna go to the opposite side, right or left, whichever one that is for you. Hands on our hips and reaching that leg out. Again, try not to look down at your feet too much. Keep that gaze up. Like I said earlier, it often helps when you find a point on the wall or an object to focus on. Often that will help with your balance. If you ever need to restabilize, that's okay too. Five seconds left on this side. All right, awesome. Next, we're gonna go into our toe stand hold. Okay, so with this, to make it a little more intense, you can add an uneven surface, or if that's not available to you, you can simply just close your eyes. Makes it insanely more difficult. You rely on our site for so much more balance. Really try and keep that weight distributed evenly on the balls of your foot. You find yourself going on maybe too far on the outside or too far on the inside. Really try and keep balance even. The hips lifted. As I close my eyes, it gets a lot more difficult. About 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now this is where we'll use our chair. So I'll set it this way so you guys can see. Just gonna do single leg squat. So I'm gonna start on my left. I'm just gonna sit out my right foot. I'm gonna slowly go over to the chair and push myself back up. So into the chair and push myself back up. Notice how I'm not flopping and then reaching back up. It's very fluid, slow, and gentle. Okay? Do that. Slow and controlled movements. Single leg is a little too difficult. You can drop down to 2 and go up. We're going to switch to our other foot now. So same thing. Slowly lower into that seat. I'm just going to just my foot a little bit and push back up. Try not to stay on the seat for too long. You only want to be there for a second or two tops. And then push back through that leg. Push. This is a burner. 10 more seconds. Good. 3 more. 1, 2, last one. 3. Awesome work, you guys. That is the entirety of our agility and balance. I'm just going to cool you guys down, and then we'll get into it. All right, so we're just going to start with a simple forward fold. Try and touch your toes. Maybe pedal out the legs a little bit. So your arms in your head hanging. Breathe it out. We're going to stay here for a couple more breaths. Right, and then slowly walk it out to a downward dog position and pedal those calves out. Bring a little hip rotation into it. Couple more breaths here. Then walk back up to that forward fold. Bring that forehead to the knees. And then, if needed, just feel that stretch. Okay, we're going to slowly lower, roll out the shoulders, roll out the neck, rolls each way. And arms a little bit, knees, chest. Foot to butt. All right, that is all, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Don't forget to follow us on our website, Facebook. We also upload our videos to YouTube, and make sure that you tune in Saturday morning for our surprise workout. Thank you so much.